And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL.
about to. Ooh. He like to do that mid blitz. He like to do that mid blitz. That's what he likes to do. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start, We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check it back, check it back.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56, 56. Pass 85, pass 85. He's coming, double up. Kill. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 25. Check. We go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Gore. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Gore. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 29, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set, 180. 53 is the mark. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And able to find John Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. This is Hunt on the draw play. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is
Who you play? Yo.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And his first carry. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. Hey, over. 53 is the mark. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch your leg. Mike, 53. 53. Hey, Charlie. Strip the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Bravo. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. I know he ain't got it.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Check. 53's Mike. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go. That's it. Let's go. Hey, my Lord. Number 53. Mike, 53.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Throw left side completes Isabella. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
From the 38, Mayfield, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. First down, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Mayfield again. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Smooth.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On the delay, here's Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down now, it's Hunt. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
King. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Team 6. Let's go. Hey, alert. What's up?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku. his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Go, go. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
53, Mike.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Allen going to throw. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, box truck, box truck. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Silver, silver.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Bills.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards away. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 15, check 15.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check tight. Check tight. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
Throwing on second down. Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
right here. 53 the mark. 53. Check 53.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. 180. Check 53 smart. Regular. Check. Run. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check 24. Check. Fresno. Rush in. Check 37.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down and goal. Mayfield flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Mike, he's out It's our time.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 27, Allen, blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
3rd down. 3rd and 12.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
58, 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. They'll run. This is Hunt. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I got you.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. 180. Check. 53. Right. Hey, watch the slant.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. They'll roll him out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen now to throw again. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check.
Hey, high 7.
Wild Bill. Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, check.
Hey, Alpha.
59.
So don't say nothing.
Check 51.
Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
The Bills take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll run on first down. Singletary. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Your track.
Hey, seam 6. Hurry.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it, escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. First down, Mayfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo,